guess we should do like the intro part where I don't know if I should just copy what she says or just like do my own thing and just be like in my room only. Yeah, I didn't really need to count. Like I seen too much Wayne's World where they do the counting part.
Just put all
You know what I
that.
mean? You know what I'm talking about? Like the three, two, what?
Look up
But
all the keys.
okay. Welcome everybody to In Your Room Only. I'm Murphy. There's no LaSasha today. We got Sky Camp, the infamous, the famous, a pioneer in California. He invented a whole new strand. It's crazy. We'll talk about that later.
I'm here looking for gold. Hey, we can't be. Hey,
He came to the Wild West. He was like, fuck, I just got tongue tied. But yeah, let's get started.
all right,
So
what to do,
tell
G?
us like, tell us a few things about you and what you've been up
Nigga, first of all, I've been here before. You already know what time it is.
to. If you didn't watch the first episode, watch it.
The first episode, you need to pause this one and go back and watch the first episode of when we were on there a couple months ago. Then come back to this meeting.
What
Now,
month was that?
September, it was like right before I moved out here.
Yeah, it was like I think it was like 2 weeks before. So that it's kind of interesting. This is like a couple week update.
Not 2 weeks before, 2 days before I moved.
Oh shit! Damn, you're right now because we went down to AGL. We had a little going away party. I think
Yep,
we ate burgers.
right after that, bro. So
Yeah,
yeah,
damn. Oh my god, that was so long ago.
now if you're watching this podcast and you paused it and came back, now we're here and you know who I am and what I do. And now that we're back here, I don't have to explain myself.
All right, so I guess now rolling right into the second question. What the fuck you been up to, man? It's been like how many miles since I've seen you?
3,000.
Yeah, we just did the math too. It's an hour. It's 1 day and 3 hours to get driving from here to there.
You've
It's
been smoking more
straight.
than I have, haven't you?
What?
You've been smoking more than I have, haven't you? Because it's actually 1 day and 16 hours. We were just on the phone.
Oh shit! You're right. I remember the one. I forgot the six. I mean, it just came legal in New Jersey, so I had to celebrate a little bit more every day. But
You feel me?
it's a big
I'm
day
happy
here.
I could come home and drive around and not feel so like paranoid anymore. Side note, why is my mom commenting on my Instagram right now talking about always mama's boy? Like,
Because you
boy,
always are your Bob's boy. You post. I see you posting your
why
Bob.
you gotta blow my spot on the gram like that? Like,
So I see you smoking.
of course.
I know you got some plans in the future you want to talk about.
Feel me?
Big plans. Mr. Worldwide is Pitbull himself. Tell me about it.
I mean, I know some people, some good people, good growers that they got some strains and stuff for me, some samples that they wanted to help push. So, we're working on a brand. Hopefully we can, tap into the legal market.
Exactly. It's not that hard. It's just some paperwork. But
Yeah,
what's it called? The next thing you know, your name is gonna be like Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa and Tommy Chong and
damn, bro. Yeah, I'm trying to be up here and get my own, like, Khalifa. Wiz got the Khalifa cushion shit. I need my own, like, Camp OG or some shit.
Triple Purple Camp OG. You just gotta throw a number in there and people go crazy.
It's
Uh,
definitely coming. Yeah.
and something that you can buy now in every state. What about clothes? I heard you talking about clothes the other day.
Oh, I mean, all right. So, like, I've been working with a couple designers. We're working on like a clothing line for it, specifically geared towards more of like producers and engineers, because like comfort wear, we be in the studio long hours and shit like that. I feel like we're often overlooked when it comes to apparel. Everybody wants the rappers and stuff to wear their gear. It's like, how can you forget about us? Because without us, nigga, there's no music, bro.
Exactly.
You don't got nobody to make it sound good.
Hey,
Like, I, actually, you just made me think of another idea for my clothing line, but I'm not gonna say it over the air because I don't want
oh
to.
shit.
Yeah.
What
See.
about something you can talk about?
Well, I mean, right now we don't really have much. Like, we're still working on designs. We're still testing out fabrics and shit like that. But I'm working on a line of bags specifically, and we're
Ooh.
gonna call them camp bags. And then like inside the bags is gonna be stuff that like studio essentials. So like you might have like a couple flash drives in there, maybe like a coffee mug, a bag of coffee, like some comfortable, maybe throw like a comfortable pair of slippers in there, and then a stress ball, just like stuff that like
For everybody that's
engineers
late.
would bring to the studio. Maybe throw some USB cables in there, but it's gonna be like essentials mainly for producers and engineers, and at an affordable price too, because a lot of the time these kind of gear, like the bag that I use to carry my stuff around is like a $300 bag, but I can fit like my mouse, I can fit my laptop, I can fit all that stuff in there. And a lot of people when they're first starting out, they can't really afford those kind of things. A lot of people get their equipment like me. I got my equipment starting out from Full Sail. They sent me an interface, a laptop, and all I had to do was get the monitors. So like if it wasn't for schools like Full Sail and like the LA Film Academy where they set students off, a lot of that shit is coming out of pocket. Starting off, you're looking at, $1,000 for some of that stuff. So if I could provide that to them inside some kind of package with an affordable rate, then like I feel like I've done my job for the community. That's just the beginning though. There's more plans for giving back, but you know,
All right.
I definitely want to use some of the proceeds for sure to like maybe donate to like a charity that's more towards audio. I wanted to like, bro, I just have so many ideas. Like I want to start like a charity that like gets kids into like audio school and stuff, bro. I eventually open my own audio school. Like, it's just there's so much shit. Like
Oh no,
just
I feel that actually.
gotta get the bag.
Did I tell you what I'm going back to college for?
Talk-
Fucking to become a art professor. Like you know what I mean? Like I lately I don't know why, but like I've been kind of thinking about how cool it would be to like own your own school. You know what I mean? Like Charles Xavier. Like just
because just because you didn't grow up as like just because you're not like a career philanthropist or like you're a politician or something, like you can still use your platform to give back to the community. Like look at LeBron James, like he started the I Promise school, and all of those kids go to school for free. He gives them a bike and he gives them a scholarship to, I think it's like the University of Akron. They get like a whole full ride to that school just for going to LeBron James school. So like I want to be able to provide something like that myself. Like go to my school, you get a free you get like a scholarship to go to Full Sail or like an audio school of your choosing.
that's really good shit. That's it, honestly it's progressive as fuck. You know what I mean? It's leaving
Yeah.
a lot of other shit be like.
I just know that like I didn't have those kind of things growing up. So I feel as if I could make it easier for somebody else to get in, because you don't always have to be a rapper and you don't always have to be like in front of the camera. You can be somebody behind the scenes being a mover or shaker and making the money. You can be the guy that invests in the rapper, because shit, without you, how's the rapper going to pop? You're the one with the money. But how did you get there? We got to teach financial literacy. Like there's so much that you can teach at a young age that they don't teach in these schools, man.
That's kind of like an interesting thing too. I feel like it's our responsibility to like education is always changing. We live in a very fast-paced world. The world's very different from what it was 20 years ago.
Sure.
And honestly, I do think it's like part of our responsibility to help show the next generation the ways that it's changed and like ways that maybe can improve in the future. Hopefully, you know what I mean? Like
Definitely.
long though. I wanted to bring up like a little segment for all the listeners and people who do want to make a career future and like working in the studio, whether it's the engineer, the rapper, or the person financing a rapper. What are some key points that you feel that somebody should know going into a studio, like studio etiquette? Like, yeah, studio etiquette. How should I put this? Things that not everybody might know, like not requesting to play music.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
bro, that's number one. Don't ever, bro. Oh my god. Bro, if you know me, I hate when people come into my studio and start asking me to play music like I'm a goddamn DJ, bro. Like, yo, you ain't come here for that. If you want me to request and play music, go to a club and find you a nice DJ.
Mhm.
Don't touch my computer ever for any reason. If you're not an engineer and if you're not authorized to touch the computer, you shouldn't be touching the computer. Like, how many times do you've seen it in studio? How many times do I have to get on cue? Like, bro, get out of my chair.
No, I haven't heard you say that in so long. It's so funny though, because you used to say that every single day, at
Like I
least.
was looking at you like, bro, what's the problem here? He's like, what? I was like, bro, you know you're in my chair, right? Like, bro, don't
And
say
I
that
at the
there.
top of the stairs and everything, just looking at him with like a bowl or something.
I don't care. I don't care if you're pregnant. I don't care if you're dying. I don't care if you're 97 years old, bro. Don't sit in my chair. This is my studio. This is my spaceship. I'm the one driving this spaceship, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
bro. Or like, no drinks on the console, bro. Like,
Mhm.
48 channel SSL console. This thing's like 500 racks, bro. Why the fuck are you putting this coffee on the fucking console? Or
What about people being prepared? Like, how do you feel about? I feel like this is more a personal preference, but I think there's a better answer for it. Of how do you feel about people when they come to the studio being prepared, wanting to like have more of a jam session instead of like them coming with actually what they want to record?
I think it's more of you need to let your engineer or your studio manager, whoever is running your session, even if you tell your agent or your manager to go let them know for you, just kind of give us an expectation of what we're walking into. Because when you jump into a session blind with an engineer, unless they're good, like a lot of these people when they're working at these studios, they may just be starting out, bro. Like these guys are only making like $10 or $15 an hour, you know, and they're fresh out of school, so like they're stuck in one mind state. Because it's one thing as an engineer is like everything you learn in school gets thrown out of the window when you go to the studio. So it's more or less just like let us know what we're gonna do. Like, are we doing a couple songs? Are you the type of rapper where we're just gonna load up a beat and you're gonna punch in and freestyle everything? Do you need more mics? Do you need a different mic? Are you recording any live instruments? Do you have the stems for your beat? Is only a 2 track? Like, just coming prepared. Like, do you have the key and the BPM for the beat? Like, it's just the little things that'll just make your time more valuable and faster. Because you have a 2 hour session. How are you going to come to a 2 hour session and expect to get multiple songs done when you're not even prepared? You don't have the key to your beat. You don't have the BPM. You don't even know what
Mm,
beat you're going to do. You're just going to step into the studio. Like some people think they got it like that and they really don't, bro.
mm, mm. What's some key steps you think people should do then to prepare when they're getting into the studio? Like things that they should probably do before just hitting up their friend and being like, "Hey, I'm gonna buy a studio."
Listen to a beat, try to write to it,
Mm.
and perform the song as you're going to perform it in studio. Like
Mm,
bro, everybody sings in the shower. So why
mm,
don't you practice the music that you're gonna do in the studio in the shower? Nobody's gonna judge you. People in the studio are gonna judge you. I,
yeah.
as an engineer, might not show it, but I'm definitely judging you by what you're putting into that microphone. I have a very good. You can ask all my interns; they'll tell you, bro. My poker face is amazing, bro. Because like,
No, no, no. I'm just thinking about that time that Q was singing in the basement at Old AGL and everything, and like you like went on the other side of the account, you were dying. Like I swear to God, oh my, you
bro,
were judging me.
some people, I get it though. You gotta let out your creativity. You really gotta let it flow, and like some people pour their heart out into the studio. Some people think they got it. Some people don't. Some people require a little bit of help and a push to get there. And some people are just so far away that sometimes they need to hear themselves to realize, like, all right, maybe this isn't for me.
Mm,
Honest person that's in between that'll tell you, like, all right, here's what we need to work on to make this better. I'm never gonna be like straight up and tell you, like, yo, this is terrible. I don't like the way this sounds, because everybody needs that little word of encouragement, and sometimes it's people's first time. So who am I to like go in there and say that somebody can't get better? You know, even the worst rappers have some kind of fan base that listens to them. You ever listen to Slim Jesus?
oh my God, no, actually, it's funny as hell. My Nate, one of my neighbors who I went to high school with, is a fan of Slim Jesus, and he drives around in like his old Cadillac and he listens to him and everything. Him and Russ, he likes him, and he also likes Russ.
Wow. I mean, everybody's entitled to like what they like. You feel me?
Oh yeah, yeah. People like what they like and everything.
So like
And
I
also people like us
can't get
now.
mad at you if you want to ride around listening to Slim Jesus or Russ. That's what you want to do.
Yeah, that's what they want to do.
Power to you.
They're making money for it. You know what I mean?
Like everybody's got their core fan base.
Hmm. It's like honestly, like let's be honest. At one point, people thought you were weird for listening to MF Doom, but
Oh,
everybody.
I've been listening to Doom since I was a little kid. Shout out to like I honestly I can't even remember like how I found out about Doom. I think I might have just been like scrolling through like I think I might have found him on like LimeWire or something
Or
like
like
that.
Adult Swim, I think.
Yeah,
I think I found him on
like
Adult
when he
Swim.
was doing shit with Adult Swim, like I just remember hearing like the anime and all the cartoon samples and stuff, and be like, bro, this is the most fire shit I've ever heard in my life. I need to.
He was like a weird mythical creature too, because like he would release shit on different names. So it's like I never felt like I had like the whole picture of what Doom was.
That's
Like
what's cool about him. He was never in it for the money. He was just in it because he liked the music, and he never
um,
wanted to be like that dude. He just wanted people to hear his stuff.
exactly. And like weird outlets. So like interesting how like, he teamed up with shows and
That's how you have to attack the music industry, bro. Like you have to love this shit, whether one person or 1 million people are gonna hear it. You know,
mm.
own it, and
Thanks.
like
Ooh, I got a question now. I don't think I ever asked you this, but what if was it a person that you're a fan of musically or just in general? What was it that you felt really brought you to wanting to become like an engineer, or let alone work with music? Because you know, I know you rap a couple times too, and like you know, kind of sing a little bit. I heard you sing.
I just be rapping because I'm bored. But like wanting to be an engineer really stems from being a producer and
Mm,
like just kind of like understanding how to record and having the friends come over and like use a laptop. Like I used to record them off of FL Studio. Oh, excuse me, off of like an old desktop back at like my friend's mom's basement and stuff. And then like understanding that there's more and I can make this sound better and knowing that like I could really make a living off of this. Like it was just always the hunger of wanting to learn more and understanding that there's so many capabilities. And like engineering is like just constantly expanding. So no matter how much I soak up, there's always going to be something else that I need to learn to get to the next step. And I like
mm.
challenging myself. So
That's a pretty good answer. I like that. I like that. Where do you feel like you personally are going to be next? Where are you going to be in the next year, 2022, with not where you're at in life, but where you're at with your engineering skills? Like, what are you trying to aim for?
I mean, I know I'm already up there and like mix wise I can compete with the best. Like I, have the credits and the people behind me that could say so and prove it. But honestly, like I'm not a fan of recording. So like I really just want to get away from recording people. I'm trying to open up my own studio so I can have like, just I can hire some engineers and put other people on the same way I was put on. Like
Mm.
I just, worked under Lorenzo, I worked under my boy ADHD and like they would just give me like, what was left over from them. And eventually they started trusting me with more and more. And I want to be able to build the team of my own and be able to build that trust with somebody. So when I start getting bigger industry products, I can start letting them eat and help them out to help advance their career.
Your own little team camp.
Yeah, man. I mean, I already got it. Skull is still learning. I'm trying to get him to stop using fucking Studio One and use Pro Tools.
Yo, what was Sko talking about on Instagram the other day? He just gets bad for no reason.
I don't know, bro. I always tell him to get out his feelings, bro. He just be on the internet like acting like a little girl sometimes.
They're like, oh my god. Yeah, I'm happy he's with a girl though. You know, it's better than when he's single still.
Yeah.
Uh,
I just hope that he focuses on being an engineer and a producer. I'm trying to get him to move out to LA because I know I can get him more work out here if he just like,
I
apply.
don't know, man. Portland looks pretty lit right now. They just passed everything there.
It's smoking crack in the streets of Portland right now, bro.
Feel like the Super Mario star and everything, running around like doo, doo,
I
doo,
want to know
doo.
what the car accident rates are like in Portland.
Oh, they gotta be ridiculous. Are you kidding me?
Fucked up.
Back to the studio. Um,
Fun time editing all this. I love this. She's going.
wait, what?
I said she's gonna have a fun time editing all this. I know, bro. She's gonna look back and she's like, damn, I shouldn't have trusted this nigga Murphy to do this by himself.
I came ill prepared. I can't lie.
Damn, this shit dry as hell. Fuck.
Oh shit, California's got dry backwoods.
Everywhere is dry back.
This stuff is. So you got any memorable studio moments? Some shit that like was just out of control, ridiculous that you can talk about on air?
Shit
And
that
any of them news from California? You got any new weird ones?
I wasn't prepared for a question like this. I gotta think, like, damn, what's it? Because you see so much wild shit, bro. California is crazy, bro. Like, can I say something? Like, Grand Theft Auto is like the perfect depiction of LA, bro. Like,
Yeah, 100%.
they got that shit down to the T, bro. This shit, I tell people, bro, it's the wild, wild west out here, for real. Like, you got
Yo,
me, dude.
didn't you see a U-Haul getting chased by the cops? Like I saw that on your Instagram one day.
Right, some video game shit, like, and not for nothing. Can I tell you something? That dude was circling. Like, he passed my house a couple times at night. I could hear the cops coming back. Like,
My God.
he would get on the highway and come back and circle around. Like, bro, how are you evading the police like that in a U-Haul truck?
Yo, how does he have that much gas in that U-Haul truck? Like, goddamn. That's hysterical.
He probably scammed with that credit card. He was hitting licks. That's what that was. They caught up.
But oh, what? So what else? What else?
Craziest thing
Anything like?
in the studio.
Yeah.
You really got me thinking now. Like, fuck.
Come on, somebody passed out in the middle of a session, not like in a weird position.
People had guns drawn on them. I've seen all types of drugs being done.
Anybody get naked? Did anybody back Fox naked?
All right. I can't say whose girlfriend it was, but a certain rapper's girlfriend. She was in there and I was recording her. And like, she was with her. It wasn't just her by herself. It was her and like a couple of her friends. It had to be at least 10 of them in the room. And like, she had to be off some kind of drugs or something. And she's trying to record her verse and she's sweating like uncontrollably. Like, when I tell you she's sweating, like, bro, it looks like she just ran like 10 miles for sure. So
Oh
she's
my
just,
God.
bro, I'm so sorry. Like, I need to do this. And just starts taking off her clothes. And then it's just sitting there rapping and just like a bra and panties, just chilling like on the booth. But it's now killing it. Like, before she couldn't really like get her timing right and was like fucking up a lot. But she took off her clothes and just went boom right through the verse like that, bro. And I was just like, fuck. This type of thing only happens in LA, bro.
That's ridiculous. Oh my God.
I can't say whose girlfriend it was though, but it
Little
was
baby.
no, I'm not. I'm no.
Little baby.
No. It was a certain rapper's girlfriend, but it was just, bro, funny as fuck, dude.
Oh my God. That sounds that. All right. That's a good one. That's a good one. LA is pretty crazy though. Like I remember, like when I was there, we walked down. We got groceries. We walked down the street, and we saw just a bunch of people like just doing donuts in the middle of a fucking intersection.
Doing that shit too.
Oh my God. So wait. Actually, real fast. We should definitely do this. Before we started the video and everything, we figured out that you can take control of the screen, Skycamp, and you can show us some your engineering skills and what you've been working on, maybe.
Ooh. Oh, so you want to see what I've been working on?
Yeah. Let's see the colorful.
Let me open up a different file because I can't show you what I was working on right
Oh,
now.
that's cool. That's understandable.
But I got some other stuff that I could play for you. Let me go. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got my boy, Close to Savage, the dude I just posted a picture with on Instagram earlier. That's my
Oh, in
homie.
front of the car.
Mm-hmm.
You're in front of the car. I think I just saw it.
Yeah, we were in front of a car. Hold on, I'm just waiting for my stuff to open up. Now I gotta share the screen too. Hold on, Pro Tools. Boom. Why is it not working now? Hold on, let me see why this is. No, I didn't mean to open up FL Studio. That's the drip. I know you know that sound. Any producer knows that sound. The drip. You know what I mean? Okay. I just had like a minor meltdown really quick.
It's okay. Cry. Just cry a little bit. Have your little meltdown.
Good. Oh, not console. What the fudge? It's always like when you want to do something like this, that shit just stops working. All right, so let me force quit Pro Tools because that's acting like a hoe. Okay. Try that again. See, but this is like typical technical difficulty stuff that I have to deal with.
I know exactly.
Yo, so right now you can see my desktop.
Nope. Oh yeah. Now we can. Now we can.
You can see my desktop, so it says that I'm on Zoom and stuff like that.
Yep.
Ooh, okay.
Pro Tools.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
coding and plugins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Version 2020.12.
The newest one with dark mode, because I like dark.
Oh.
But what's going on with LaSasha, man? How is she?
Oh, she's good. She's I think at work or school or something.
Yeah,
She works like crazy. Like honestly, she like out of everybody I know, she's always in the like she says I'm busy, but she's always on the go.
She booked me for her podcast and then didn't show up. But that's not like the most Hollywood thing I've ever witnessed in my entire life, bro. Like what kind of and then that just not showing up. I'm like, okay, so it's just me.
Oh, I thought she told you this because like she told me this like I don't know when did we talk about this thing around Christmas? She was like, "Oh, can you just interview him?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I'll just interview him." Because she wants me to like have more exposure and be and interviews people now for the podcast. Well, I'm okay with it.
You gotta be more animated.
I'm pretty animated. What are you talking about? I'm loud.
Like niggas. All right, cool. So I think we're good here. Automatically find a relink because I'm terrible at saving shit, you know.
Oh, look at all the different colors. Look at it.
So I'm gonna test the audio real quick and tell me if you can hear things.
Hear things.
You can?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's just hope that my computer doesn't shit the bed on us. I think if I just bypass a couple plugins, I'll be okay.
Now, if your computer doesn't look like this when you're making music, you're doing something wrong.
Yes, sir. All right. I just put a regular old limiter on there. All right, this is my boy Los the Savage. We just shot a video for this song. Like, well, they did because nobody ever calls me for anything. They're just like, "Yo, Camp, is my track being finished mixing?" But nobody ever calls me when they shoot a video. It's cool.
Somebody's
Yeah, I'm in my feelings right now for sure.
I would call you for a music video.
Yeah, I just wish somebody loved me. That's all. But for now, here's this song, bro. It's
right. Let's listen.
I can dive into the mix if you want a little bit, but I don't like to give away my sauce too much, so I won't show the vocal chain, but I'll explain how I did it.
Say 10, gang banging.
Oh, see, I told you my computer was about to like start acting crazy.
Overload. Oh my God. Too many things are happening.
Nah, all right. So let me see what happens if I disarm the mic, because this is just usual audio problems that you deal
with. Say 10, gang banging, gang banging, gang banging, gang slam. This shit a vibe. Gang walk 'em. Chain swing. Gang bang. Bitch ass nigga.
It's over for that, bro. I'm gonna have to play you. I can't show you the session, but what I'll do is I'll play it off of the bounced files because I have the final mix.
The mix already sounds pretty clean. Like everything sounds like kind of separate. And
he reminds me of NBA YoungBoy.
Oh, I can hear that. I can definitely hear that. Like the TikTok meme. NBA meme.
There you go, dude. All right.
Say 10, gang banging, gang banging.
Not quieter.
Gang bang, bitch ass nigga. Gang banging, gun slanging, name ringing. Put him on the news since that young wanna be famous. famous. Head off his people shit since he hide, he know he in danger. Grave diggers and rain went low with clutching bangers. And I'm sick of these niggas who wanna be killed. I ain't bought that shit, ain't bought no drill. Ain't getting nothing away, ain't step on shit. Your brother got shot at you in your popping drugs, trying to kill some. Finna go and purchase me another car. Stole low, you know I need. Finna go and hit up another brother. He took it for and I'm taking it for. Spoon fed, he ain't come from the gutter. Had it all, wanted to be down, know that you ain't have to get in trouble. Big dog, you nothing but a puppy. Would've killed you, but you left your lucky. You knew that I was pulling up the butt. I'm out the window, that's no discussion. I told Wowo, pass me the Glock. And I promised to make sure that it's by the drop. Make sure that it drop. They on the internet talking out the box. They must don't know we like to pull up on they block. I got lit fatty and it said out they top. But it's rolling, it'll knock you out your socks. Got G and J with me, they rolling out they minds. Bought whatever, whole team slaying nines. All the pills turned up, tell them pass me that link up. I'm trying to go and murk something, I'm trying to hurt something and dirt something. Gang banging, gun slanging, name ringing. Put him on the news since that young wanna be famous. Head off his people shit since he hide, he know he in danger. Grave diggers and ranger, went low with clutching bangers. Gang banging, gun slanging, name ringing. Put him on the news since that young wanna be famous. Head off his people shit since he hide, he know he in danger. Grave diggers and ranger, went low with clutching bangers. Leaving blood in the streets, trying to catch a eye and put them underneath. Must don't know we like to creep. I'm trying to rock him with the Glock, put him to sleep. Leaving blood in the streets, I'm trying to catch a eye and put them underneath. Must don't know we like to creep. I'm trying to rock him with this Glock, put him to sleep. Gang banging, gun slanging, name ringing. Put him on the news since that young wanna be famous. Head off his people shit since he hide, he know he in danger. Grave diggers and rain went low with clutching bangers. Gang banging, gun slanging, name ringing. Put him on the news since that young wanna be famous. Head off his people shit since he hide, he know he in danger. Grave diggers and rain went low with clutching bangers. Leaving blood in the street.
Yeah, definitely said NBA young boy.
I purposely used all of that time so I could roll a blunt.
I saw that. I saw it. It's a final completion of Cali's finest.
You know the vibe.
You know the vibe. But oh no, that sounded clean though. That was very smooth. Like, when are we gonna be here?
I'm sorry, I was getting a text message from a manager. That's from my dog Los the Savage, bro. Shout out to him from Baton Rouge, man. Baton Rouge's finest. He's next up for real, bro. He's got bars, man.
I was about to ask, when's that gonna be on the radio? That definitely sounds like a radio hit.
They just finished shooting the video for it. Like I said, they don't ever tell me nothing, but they shot the video out in Atlanta like a couple of weeks ago. But I know they were coming back to LA to do a couple more shots, so it should be out. Excuse me, fairly soon. Excuse me. I'm sorry for burping on live air. Coffee will do that to you.
But so how did you meet him? Like that is some nice quality music right there. That's definitely something that like is the par with your sound and also like, you know what I mean, where you want to go.
Essentially, like what it is I like it the same way you pretty much meet everybody else in LA. Like you just end up in the same studio with somebody else, and like some people you click with, some people you don't. Like Los, I had to go and record another friend of mine. His name is B3 the Plug. I had to go and record B3, and B3 honestly it started getting like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. You know, people get tired. B3 was like tired, and he was done recording, but there was still a couple hours left in the session. And you know me, I'm always up. So if you're ready to record, just let me know. We out. So Los just walks in the room and like, yo, I got some beats. I'm ready to record. Los recorded with me. He really fucked with the way it sounded. And then they just kept calling me back to record. And now every time Los is in LA, I'm the only person he hits up, you know, to get the job. He don't like recording anywhere else.
The consistency.
Yeah, he won't even record with his people back home in Louisiana anymore. I mean, like if he's back there for a while, you know, he'll do it because he has to, but you know, he'll still send it back over here to get it touched up or whatever.
That's a good relationship.
That's it, later.
You have any favorites so far that you met in the studio?
Probably my dog Los, to be honest with you. Definitely Los, man. He's just, like I said, he's just a good dude to be around.
And me.
And Otto too, but you know, yeah, Otto just be kicking it at the crib every day, so we making beats, you know, the usual shit. But Otto I met through my boy Zoe, so that's a little bit different. We didn't really meet in the studio.
Yeah.
I ended up just staying at the same crib he was staying at, and then it's just been love ever since.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was a fun time.
Yo, nigga, you were there too. That's how we all
I know. That's why I said I remember that. We watched The Last Dance for like a whole week.
Smacking around.